Welcome back to 1200 plus PYQ series of CSI NET examination. This question was asked in NET June 2013. The question says that the binding energy of a light nucleus having atomic number Z and mass number A in mega electron volt is given by the approximate formula. That is, binding energy Az is nearly equal to 16A minus 20 a to the power 2 by 3 minus 3 by 4 z square a to the power minus 1 by 3 plus 30 n minus z whole square by a. And here you have to find the formula for the most stable isobar. Means you have to find the formula for the atomic number z for the most stable isobar. You might have studied liquid drop model. From that model, if we want to find the formula of the most stable isobar, then what we can do? We can simply differentiate this equation with respect to z, that is del b by del z, and equating it to 0. On solving this, we can get the formula for the most stable isobar, that is the z value or the atomic number of the most stable isobar. Okay, now you have given with four option A, that is a by 2 multiplied with 1 minus a to the power 2 by 3 by 160 whole to the power minus 1. Option B, a by 2. Option C, a by 2 multiplied with 1 minus a to the power 2 by 3 by 120 whole to the power minus 1. And option D, a by 2 multiplied with 1 plus a to the power 4 by 3 by 64 to the power minus 1. So let us solve this question. We know that from the semi-empirical mass formula, the binding energy is given as binding energy is equals to AVA minus ASA to the power 2 by 3 minus A coulombic Z into Z minus 1 by A to the power 1 by 3 minus A asymmetric A minus 2Z whole square by A plus or minus A pairing or AP by A to the power 3 by 4, where AB is the volume energy term, AS is the surface energy term, A coulombic, that is AC, is the coulombic energy term, AA is the asymmetric energy term, AP is the pairing energy term, and here our capital A is the mass number. So what we will do now? We will compare this equation with the equation that is given in our question. Okay, let us compare it. Okay, on comparing, we can get the value of AV, AS, AC, AA and AP. Okay, so let us now find first AC. Okay, AC means it should be multiplied with Z into Z minus 1 by A to the power 1 by 3. So let's check in the question, is there any term that is multiplied with Z into Z minus 1? Sometimes the examiner write as Z into Z minus 1 as Z square. For Z to be very large, we can write Z into Z minus 1 nearly equal to Z square. So this is not to be confused. Okay, so Z into Z minus 1, what is the whole term? Z into Z minus 1 by A to the power 1 by 3. This is multiplied with coulombic energy term. This can be written as Z square multiplied with A to the power minus 1 by 3. So this is the term exactly. Okay, the coefficient, see it, multiplied with minus 3 by 4. Okay, minus sign. So 3 by 4 is the coulombic energy term. Okay, let's see it, minus A coulombic. Okay, so minus 3 by 4 multiplied with remaining term. So 3 by 4 is our coulombic energy term. Okay, let us similarly find the asymmetric energy term, that is AA. Okay, AA will be multiplied with A minus 2Z whole square divided by A. So let's see, is there anything like that? Yes, there is one thing, that is 30 multiplied with N minus Z. Okay, N minus Z and A minus 2Z is same thing. Okay, N minus Z, A minus 2Z is same thing, because we know that A is equals to n plus z. Okay, a is equals to n plus z. So n is equals to a minus z, and a minus 2z, how we are getting? N minus z is equals to a minus z, hence a minus 2z. Okay, this is the same. N minus z is equals to a minus 2z. Okay, now we will find the asymmetric energy term, that is AA. Now circle this term. Okay, focus on this term. So the term is plus 30. Okay, but when you compare it with the formula, there is minus A asymmetric. Okay, minus A asymmetric, and here is plus 30. This can be written as minus of minus 30. Okay, because it is minus A asymmetric. So our A asymmetric term is minus 30. So in this formula you have to note down the important terms, that is A coulombic and A asymmetric. A coulombic is equal to 3/4 and A asymmetric is equals to minus 30, as found from this formula by comparing with the standard formula of binding energy. Now the question arises, why we are finding A coulombic and A asymmetric? Okay, note, earlier I have told that to find the most stable isobar you will simply put del B by del Z is equals to 0, that is del BE or del B, which is equals to 0, depend upon the notation. In some book it is written BE, that is binding energy, and some book it is written B. Okay, del B, or same, it is same, that is binding energy, and B it is same. Okay, when you solve this, that is del B upon del Z is equal to 0, you are getting a formula, and this formula is very famous formula, that is for most stable isobar you are doing del B by del Z is equal to 0, and you will solve it, then you will get a standard formula. Okay, this is a very famous formula for finding the most stable isobar, that is Z is equals to Z naught. Z naught is the most stable isobar. Okay, Z is equal to Z naught is equals to A divided by 2 plus A coulombic by 2 A asymmetric A to the power 2 by 3, where A coulombic is equals to the Coulomb energy term, A asymmetric equals to the asymmetric energy term. That's why we have compared with the formula and found the Coulombic energy term and asymmetric energy term. So what we will do, we will put the value here, that is A coulombic is equals to 3/4 and A asymmetric is equals to minus 30. Okay, we will put it here. On putting this here, what we are getting, let's see. Okay, so Z is equals to Z naught is equals to A by 2 plus A coulombic by 2 A asymmetric. Okay, in place of A coulombic I am writing 3/4, and in place of A asymmetric I am writing minus 30, then multiplied with 2. Check it here, check here. Okay, A coulombic 3/4, in place of A coulombic it is written 3/4, instead of A asymmetric it is written minus 30, then there is a multiplication with 2, that is 2 times A asymmetric, that is 2 times minus 30, hence minus 60. So the formula is getting A by 2 plus 3/4 by minus 60, then A to the power 2 by 3. This is, there is a derivation also, there is a derivation for this formula also, but it is not important in case of CSI and NET. It may be important for your semester examination, but here we are not concerned about it. Okay, so we will simply use this formula, because in NET examination how fast you can go to the result, that actually matters a lot, means how quickly you are just solving the answer. Okay, so now let us continue. So Z is equals to Z naught is equals to A by 2 plus 3/4 by minus 60 multiplied with A to the power 2 by 3, which is equals to A by 2 minus 3 by 240. We have simply solved this, that is A by 2 minus 3 by 240 multiplied with A to the power 2 by 3. So Z is equals to Z naught is equals to A by 2 divided by 2 by 2 minus 3 by 2 multiplied with 240 a to the power 2 by 3. So what I did, I simply divided 2 by numerator and divided 2 by denominator. Okay, why I am doing it? Because in the option the format is in a by 2 form. So I am simply dividing the numerator by 2 and denominator by 2. On dividing this, what I am getting? I am getting is this 2 by 2 is equals to 1. So we are getting z is equals to z naught is equals to a by 2 divided by 1 minus 1 by 160 into a to the power 2 by 3. So which can be written as a by 2 into 1 minus 1 by 160 into a to the power 2 by 3 whole to the power minus 1. Okay, we are getting this as the final answer. So let's check in the question, is there any option matching with it? So we can see that the first option is exactly matching with this, that is a by 2 into 1 minus a to the power 2 by 3 by 160 to the power minus 1. Basically CSIR net exam questions are not so difficult. If you use some special tricks or some quick concept, then you can easily solve it. Okay, if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel, and for more such solved CSIR net question, please visit this playlist. Thank you.